how we'll start this off is I like to do a full body scan. And with this scan, I'm not trying to feel anything. I'm just scanning the body and observing the sensations I feel in the process of doing so. So the key is to quiet your mind and to connect with the client, to feel what's going on with the client through your hands. And as I feel, I'm just observing any anomalies in the air. Lots of times when I reach an area, it'll feel almost like a magnetic pull that pulls my hand into a specific spot. And it almost feels like a twirling, like a spiral is happening in the palm of my hand. So I search for these areas and I just tune into them and feel what they want me to do. And the thing with the right hand, on my body specifically, my right hand is really good at pushing the energy. It's almost like a blow dryer, just blowing stale air inside of the body as I'm clearing out stale energy on the inside as well as the outside of the body. And with my left hand is more of a puller. My left hand is an extractor. It pulls energy out and pulls to move whatever it is that I'm feeling. So with the left hand, I can also open up to the universe, open up to whatever connection is outside of myself. And I'll pull the energy in from time, space, and as it moves through my body, it will come out my right hand and just blow the area clean. And the thing about Reiki is that you can do push and pull with both hands. But naturally, one of our hands tends to be more dominant in a specific area. So, lots of times I like to place my left hand as a steady holder. So this left hand will stay exactly where it's at to hold the energy of the body in balance. And my right hand will push and move energy through. So as I do this, it feels as if I've come to a warm blanket, almost like a negative magnet is pushing against my hand. And as I feel that resistance pushing against my hand, I work with it. So Drew has been experiencing some pain in his hips that normal body work has been unable to relieve. So lots of times when body work isn't working for us, that means the area of discomfort is inaccessible to human hands. And when the area is inaccessible to human hands, that's the best time to use Reiki. And energy itself is heat. So as you generate the heat with your hands, naturally it will come off of your hands and make contact to whatever's nearby. So we use that energy to clear the space. You could almost see your hand like that wiping a dirty glass clean. And as you move the dirt, you move the dense area, the density in the space of discomfort. Because when an area is in discomfort, a density tends to grow. You can feel the thickness in the air. So as I'm pushing out the heat, I'm wiping the area clean. I'm allowing the energy to move freely and through Drew's body as we clear out his hip. So naturally, I like to let intuition run its course. I don't like to think of what I'm going to do next. I just do what I feel I need to do next. I can definitely feel a density in his hip. I can definitely feel a difference in the air of this area. It's heavy. It's heavy and it's warm. And so I grab the dense air, I pull it, and I push it. And I pull it, and I push it. As we create the space. I find it very important to create balance in the body as well. So anything you do to one side, naturally we should do to the other, to prevent any sort of imbalance from coming on and creating more discomfort and pain. So the density of his right side, I still feel the density. I feel it on both sides. Which tells me that the imbalance could be coming from the core and referring to the exterior sides of the body. Another really important thing I like to incorporate is lots of times, not only can you work above the body, but to actually make the contact with your hand. I overlay each of them, and I just feel. So I connect with the body through my hands. I allow my body to become a part of Drew's body, or whoever it is, the client that I'm working on. When you quiet your mind and you quiet your body, you can feel deep inside of the body. Drew, if you could take a deep breath in and exhale. I also like to do some tissue manipulation just to soften and loosen things up, to go along with the energy that's going through the body. I'll just leave my hands in this space for now. As I visualize energy coming in through my mind, coming in through the top of my head, and coming in through the base of my feet. And it creates a push and a current, like a river flow of energy. And this energy I visualize comes out in the similar way that a mirage appears. It's a very subtle change, enough for me to feel it. And naturally, when we see something with our mind and we believe something's happening, it enables the possibility of it being so. So with the swirling of my hand, I'm creating a whirlpool which will allow whatever is tight and locked up inside of Drew's body to naturally release as it catches the current of this whirlpool I'm creating. So we'll give this area a break and work our way up. Drew has also been experiencing discomfort in his shoulder. So I'm channeling the energy through my hands to clear out whatever stale energy might be in the shoulder, creating the discomfort that he's been experiencing. And the key with Reiki is to not try. I'm not trying to channel energy through Drew. I'm not trying to heal Drew. I'm just feeling what my body wants to do naturally, and I'm just allowing to happen. I allow anything to be possible. And if I'm feeling something in my hands, then naturally what I'm feeling could be real. And with that belief, we can create any miracle within somebody's body, which is where the true power of Reiki comes in the belief of doing so. I'll place my hand on his shoulder, pull the energy in. Now I'm imagining light coming into my left hand. And as the light comes in through my left hand, it channels through my arm, through my heart specifically, because my heart has the intention of healing. It goes through my right arm and out my hand. So connecting the energy of the universe, the energy of the space that we're sitting with, mixed with the energy of my heartbeat, can enhance the probability of creating a healing within Drew. And ultimately, the relaxation from the client is the most important factor. Because when the client relaxes, and relaxes specific areas, they can release whatever hold or tension they could have been holding. When I do Reiki, I feel a lot of heat building up within my body. It's when I generate the most heat, because I'm visualizing heat moving through my body. So naturally my cells start moving, my heartbeat starts moving, and the healing comes through. Reiki works really beautifully for headaches as well. When I was in massage school, they knew me as the one that would take headaches out of people's heads. So anytime someone would get a headache, they would come to me and allow me to do Reiki. And I would clear out their headache. The effects can be almost instantaneous. They could take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So right now, I'm creating a ball of heat that's holding Drew's arm. It's holding his shoulder like a pad. And this padded energy is swirling through his joints, swirling through his arm and through his neck. As we generate the heat relaxes the muscles, and the body heals itself. True, go ahead and take another deep breath in. And exhale. So now we'll work through the hips again. So we help to realign and rebalance Drew's body. Sometimes the effects are instantaneous, and sometimes they have a gradual transformation over multiple days. Now I move the energy from the roof of Drew's mind and channel it through down to his hip so that we may recycle this dense energy. Get the energy moving. Allow his body to disperse it in the way that it needs to, in the way that feels the best for the client. Now I'm channeling both of my hands outwardly and pushing in through Drew's mind and pushing in through Drew's hips. And cleaning out all of the gunk. So now we're just transferring the air through Drew's body, moving the stale energy that couldn't be reached otherwise. So as I move my hands, I'm just moving the density I feel. I'm feeling the air, and I'm pushing, and I'm pulling, while holding balance with my left hand. Right now, my left hand is neutral. It's not pushing, nor is it pulling, but it's holding balance as we're clearing out specific areas. The thing about energy is it can take time to channel and manifest. The more we work with the energy, the easier we are able to access it. It becomes easier. and easier until you become familiar with the feelings and the sensations you get during each of your sessions. When I connect my hand to the body, it is a soft and subtle communication. I have no pressure with my hand, and I'm just feeling the hip. I'm observing what areas might feel more sticky than others. And now I'm pulling with my right hand and extracting whatever I am pulling with my left and sending it out of my body. So after everything we cleaned up and moved around, I now extract whatever it is was cleaned. The density that was moved around is now being extracted. As I feel in the palm of my hand, of my right hand, I can feel a magnetic pull in the center of my palm. That's almost like a vacuum cleaner, disposing of whatever dense area I've cleared out. It's good to have a place to channel all of the dense energy. I extract it into this room because at the end of my sessions, I cleanse the space. So the energy that we remove doesn't go into somebody else or into something else, but it's cleaned and turned back into the light. So now we'll work back up to the shoulder. Move the energy around again. My favorite way for Reiki is to create a blanket of heat that just holds an area. It holds the area in a safe place so that the mind of the client can release whatever trauma is being carried. It's also really good to communicate with these areas, thanking this area. Thank you for protecting Drew. And in the process, you've been hurt, but you need no longer carry this pain. You don't need to carry this trauma any longer. Whatever the density is within this arm, this neck, and this shoulder, we give you the permission to release. The shoulder can release whatever density, whatever trauma it has picked up. Sometimes we are injured from very simple things in life and very severe things in life. These injuries are the body's reaction to save and protect you. But sometimes we don't know how to let go of the protection which then manifests as pain, tension, and discomfort. So communicating with these areas will allow it to release. As I connect my hands to Drew's body, I'm channeling energy in. I'm channeling heat in through Drew's body. And I imagine this energy is swirling through his bones, swirling through his ligaments, swirling through his cells and his muscle tissue, almost in the same way as smoke, as it moves freely through every nook and cranny in the shoulder, all the way up to the neck. Shoulder, it is okay for you to relax. You no longer have to hold any longer. You can let go. Thank you for protecting Drew. But he now needs his shoulder. It is okay for you to function properly again. It is okay for you to release and to relax. You no longer have to carry pain or discomfort. You can just release. It is okay. You can just release. Now, after doing specific work, it's good to bring the body back into homeostasis by allowing everything to flow together. We'll do a little bit of work on his right shoulder, but not much, but enough to create a balance so that the energy isn't transferred to the opposite side. I hold the base with my left hand. I hold his essence in a solid form with my left, as my right hand increases the circulation through Drew's entire body. As I envision a beam of light, like a spotlight, moving all around his body, clearing out the dark corners, clearing out the stale energy. Now we'll do a full body pull. I like to bring the energy like a blanket all the way down to his feet. Pulling, 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 pulling. And bring it to the end of his feet. And we extract. Then we bring up a blanket of new energy. Fill Drew's body with new light so that his body may heal in the way that it needs. And he finds relief. And the last cleanse I like to do to the mind, so that the synapses of the brain can fire the correct signals to the body. and allow space to be cleared out through his own intention. Little breath to clear the body, to bring it back in balance. And then we thank the body for relaxing and allowing us to connect with it. We thank Drew for taking this time for himself. And we thank our great Creator for shining the light through me to help bring relief to Drew's body. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.